You're watching us on FrequencyTV.com. Welcome. This is the inaugural event, the first time ever.
First ever.
So excited to watch it. Oh, look at that.
Wow.
That is the VP of Student Success. That is Mark Kelly, ladies and gentlemen. You know him. Hell yeah. You know the man.
Columbia representing.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, man. Look at that.
Right?
Did you see me wearing that? Just be honest.
Could I see you wearing that?
Just be honest
I
with
could,
me.
I could.
Okay, all right.
I definitely think you have the frame for it.
Oh, because I'm skin and bone?
Hey.
Okay,
hey.
Trinity. All right. Okay.
A skeleton would fit you well.
There it is right now. Now, the parade is moving from the south heading north on Columbus Drive, just so that people are aware.
The dancers.
Look at that.
Drummers.
Nighttime glow.
Love it. There we have a beautiful angel. Hey, girl.
Look at that.
Right?
It's such a creative atmosphere. Tons of
agree.
great stuff to see. It's a magical nighttime theme, correct?
I agree. All of these artists came together to, put this on.
It's fantastic. You can see the tricycles making their way down.
Now, Josh, what are they holding in their hands?
You know what? I'm not sure. I see those in the suburbs all the time by where I
Uh-huh.
live. You see them going up in the air, but this time they have them on some type of string. It looks like a light bulb of some sort.
Well, I see lanterns.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is the Field Museum, everyone, that's coming down.
They are making their way through.
They look great.
They look all decked out and festive. Now it's nighttime here, so you have these lights. Of course, Chicago's known for its orange glow after hours, of course, when it hits this time of evening. And it just complements what's going on here. You see tons of people here. We've not got a specific number as of yet of who's here, but by the look of it, it's a lot of people, Trinity.
Yeah, we have over, 40 floats?
Over 40 floats are going to be here, and you count the people in each of those floats or in each of those presentations. You count over 1,000 people expected to participate.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic stuff. And again, you don't see too much of this type of event
You
happen
don't.
here.
You really don't. It's kind of hard to find Halloween things to do in the city,
Exactly. And then the nice weather. I mean,
It's
come
a nice
on.
weather that everyone can participate in,
There you go. There you
so
go.
this is perfect.
Now, you complained a little bit earlier about the rain. You think it's better now for the parade?
Yes,
It's died
it's
down.
better. I mean, it's a little bit windy out here, guys, but it's not too shabby.
It's about a 56, 57 degrees.
Yeah.
A little bit cool. It was much windier earlier today. The wind gusts were very heavy coming off of the lake, but they've died down a little bit. They are making their way, as you can see the Field Museum right there, making their way.
They have all of these cool props. I see lanterns. I think I see some cool skeletons.
Again, it's creative, so you have a lot of people building their own things, bringing them here, putting them on fashion for all of these people in attendance here today. It's
agree.
Fantastic. It's amazing. You can see the light bulbs. Now, those light bulbs are not usually there. You can see them on the far top of your screen there. They are not usually there. This is added for the event. It's a lot of security
Those
at
look
this
like
event.
Christmas lights.
It gives you a Christmas theme, doesn't it? The start of the holidays. It's
Yeah.
fall here in Chicago, baby. Look at that. Is that a peacock? What is that?
I think it is.
What the heck is that? Is that a peacock?
So cool.
Oh my goodness. Again, creativity at its finest, ladies
Right?
and gentlemen. Oh man.
I love it. Yeah, it's a peacock.
Different age groups you can see in this group alone. Different age groups are here. A lot of people from Columbia College are participating in this event, but you have a lot of other organizations going around as well. Look at that.
And think about that, Josh. This stuff was handmade,
All of this stuff.
right?
Creativity at its finest. Look at that.
Seriously.
Wow. Look at
We
the
even have children
You see
participating.
the baby? Look at that.
Right?
Look at that. I don't know if we can take a shot at the baby sometime soon. That's adorable right there. Look at that. Look at that. The bottom of your screen. Oh man. Look. Oh, there you go. Shout out to the camera guys on the field doing an awesome
Right?
job. Look at that. I used to be adorable back in the day.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
What
Things
happened,
change.
Dad?
Hey, let's not talk about
Okay,
it.
okay.
Hey, we got a lot of food vendors here too,
We
Trinity.
do.
Um,
We have Chicago cupcakes right across from us.
Thanks for bringing that up. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
First of all, I'm a fan of their cupcakes, specifically their red velvet cupcakes.
Red velvet.
It
Now,
is-
have you had the salted caramel?
I'm not. I heard it's a decadent treat though.
Oh my
I
God.
heard it's fantastic.
Yes.
Not to
It's
mention,
game-changing.
there's a rib place behind us. We got all this stuff
Yes,
going on.
I keep getting a whiff of the rib scent.
It's
Yeah.
magnificent.
It is.
Now, the Cultural Mile, it's really on Michigan Avenue, but this is an extension of it. Past Grant Park.
Got it.
Look at that. Now, a lot of people can talk to us on our social medias as well. And a lot of you guys who are looking is on our website. Can you give them our website as well?
Hey guys, all right. So yes, we are here at the first
First hand.
Halloween gathering.
The inaugural, excuse me. That's
Yes.
grammatically incorrect. But
Absolutely.
yes, it's fantastic when you talk about how many people showed up for this event. When you talked about
Crazy.
leading up to the weekend, it was about the weather. Is the weather going to cooperate? Obviously, yes.
People love Halloween. Why wouldn't they want to participate?
There you go.
know,
There you go.
especially with the first of its kind.
There you go.
However, if you guys want to stay updated with us, make sure that you tune in to frequencytv.com. Also, tweet us at Freak TV.
Yeah, I believe that's they have so many handles. I believe that's it, but we'll get confirmed on that one. But for a fact, Twitter, we've got an Instagram, and we've got our website, which you are probably viewing us on right now. So
Absolutely.
hey, website, we need the views. Trust me. Please visit us right now, frequencytv.com. You'll see.
Tweet us too.
Yeah, tweet us. Why not? We're going to be talking about Twitter a little bit later on as well. I need to find some places to go
Sounds
party.
good. Now, what is this coming
Now,
towards
this is
us?
the Living Arts Gallery. The Living
Okay.
Arts Gallery.
Now, was that a huge picture frame?
Yes, it
Or-
was. Look at that.
Very nice.
And it's strengthy. Look at that.
It is.
Now you got some dressed in costumes. You got what is this coming up here?
Is that a teddy bear?
You know what? It's an eerie teddy bear, to say the least. Look at that.
That's a questionable teddy bear.
That's a very questionable. It say they're dressed in costumes to look like famous artworks, and
No,
so
I
that's
think
the
we're
theme.
about to get a show. Are
Yeah.
they about to put on a show for us?
Look at that. Look like they are. They're walking life-size portraits, if you will.
There you go.
The Living Arts Gallery.
The Living Arts Gallery.
Look at that.
Oh.
You got people waving them on. They get a little
Right?
bit too anxious when they see lights and cameras. But they're fantastic. Living Arts Gallery, ladies and gentlemen. They're moving north on Congress. Trinity, when I first heard about this event, I really didn't know what to expect. I'm like, a Halloween gathering? When am I going to see a lot of pumpkins? But it's more than
Right? It's more than pumpkins. It's definitely something where artists can come together and express themselves in whatever creative way they like to,
that.
you know?
Definitely, definitely.
Now we have the Columbian Fest coming up next. They are making their way. I see some cool floats coming our way.
And finally, one of the first floats of the evening. Have a lot of elements to this float as well. We'll get a close-up look in just a moment. There it is.
Wow.
Now, is that an elephant right there? Does that
I
look
think
like-
it is.
Look at that. Are they doing a salsa? Oh, my
It's so
goodness.
detailed. I love it.
If I wish I could join them.
And I hear music, right? Turn up music.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Making their way. You can see the flashing wands in their hands. Such a festive event. And again, you got
Very
so
festive.
many kids. You got so many infants here celebrating their first Halloween.
Right.
You got people walking around on the sidewalks here, right outside Grand Park, right on the Cultural Mile, enjoying the festivities here in Chicago. Again, like you said, it is the first time ever the inaugural event is happening here. And again, a wonderful job put on by the Chicago Cultural Mile Association. Just amazing. Look at that, up close and personal
Look
now.
how
There we
cool
can
that
see.
is.
Do you hear the music at home, folks?
Right? It just makes you want to get up and dance.
It makes
doesn't
you want to get up and dance. You
Yeah.
can see some people at some of the vending food areas. You can see they're dancing and stuff. You can see people
Right?
on the kids
This is
on
a
their
party.
It's a party,
This
baby.
is a party. Not even a parade. A party.
That's the best way to put it.
Right?
It's fantastic.
Oh, I love it. Look how creative they got. That's a Jeep, you all, that
Oh,
they've
man.
renovated. So cool.
Turn up, baby. Look at the Jeep. I've never seen a Jeep go so slow on Congress Avenue in my life, but hey, I guess it's the first ever.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Very nice.
That's fantastic. They're moving past and coming up. We've got another float coming up. We should get a closer look in moments. Oh, she's jamming. Look at her.
She
Look
is
at her
jamming.
jam.
Don't stop, y'all. I love it.
Look at that. Look at the hats. You talk about a culture that has been so maligned throughout the years. Now it's just being celebrated. It's so nice to see that all cultures, all ethnicities are combining to make this a wonderful event here in downtown Chicago. It's fantastic. Look at, oh my goodness.
Check him out, guys.
Check him out. Is that pajamas he's wearing? I don't know. You do what you want.
I don't know, but I saw sequences.
Yeah.
So.
The Journalists of Chicago is coming up. And I would know a lot about this because I'm a broadcast journalist, but I know it's something when you talk about journalism. It's changing every day. The landscape of what we know to be journalism is constantly evolving.
Absolutely.
So it's great to see they're making their presence known here in this parade specifically. Look at that.
Now they're holding up signs. The First Amendment.
Congress shall make, and I'm continuing to look down. I don't know if our camera can pan right a little bit. It says the First Amendment, and then it says Congress shall make, and it looks like it's certain lines from the Constitution.
With lanterns.
Look at that.
Lanterns must be a thing this year.
And that's telling. And when you talk about free speech and how that's another, I guess, another branch of the Constitution that's been so maligned lately, when you talk about, is it really a freedom of speech, or when do you not cross the borderline of abusing free speech, especially when it comes to journalists. It's something that has been under high scrutiny lately. Now, I'm just going to assume, I hope that wasn't a cigarette in his mouth, because that's sending the wrong impression on us journalists. But I don't know. I just saw a quick glimpse of that. They are waking their way around, though, very slowly and methodically down Columbus Drive. So part of this is each person will hold the first 27
amendments.
Yeah, there you go. We've got After School Matters coming up. Now, I don't know, Trinity, if you know too much about After School Matters, but
I don't. Were you a part of the program, Josh?
I've been a part of the program.
Very nice.
And I know a lot of friends who've been and still are, even though they are in college currently, still have ties to the program.
Okay.
After School Matters is a great organization. It's great for kids, especially for those younger kids who, after school, they have somewhere to go. They have somewhere to be. They have something to apply themselves to, whether it's dancing, singing, acting, journalism, whatever their endeavors are, they have something to go to. They have something to look forward to after school. That's what this organization is all about, keeping the children
off the street. The name is very fitting.
It is. It really is. That's the rhetoric of this organization.
And they look like they're having fun.
They look like they're having a ball. Look at that. Fantastic. I don't think that's choreographed, but whatever. It's a freaking party out here. Look at that.
Right?
It's fantastic.
I'm just waiting for them to like break out in like Thriller. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully that happens a little bit later on. And again, kids of all ages, After School Matters. Look at that. Look at that.
We are so excited.
This don't run up on me, please. Oh, my goodness.
I think they're coming our way.
We're looking toward the monitors. I'm not looking behind me, but are they behind me? I hope not. Oh, man. Look at that.
Look at the costumes.
That is awesome.
They did an amazing job.
Handcrafted, it looks like individually from those. Then you got them on skateboards. What do you call those things?
Skateboards with lights under them, okay? How cool can we get
What do you call the things that look like the Segways, but they're without the handles? You just roll on them. Those things.
Like the hoverboard?
Those things.
Yeah, those are so cool.
It's embarrassing. I don't even want to tell you my experience with them. But anyways, you got this coming down on Columbus Drive. You got bicycles. Do you see the...
Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Playing the violin. How cool.
Such a festive event. And again,
it's so festive.
Weather cooperating. People are cooperating.
That's a giant rat. Do you see that?
Look at that.
They're so creative. I can't stand it.
I love their costumes. Yet again, the skeletons. I can connect so closely.
The detail and everything. It looks amazing.
Coming up, we got some more. I believe it says the
Killian Creations.
The Killian Creations.
Yes, with their giant puppets. Very nice.
Artist of Heather Kilman. Giant puppets, you can see it right there. Now,
Those are so cool.
that's amazing. When you talk about what people have the opportunity to do with their hands and their mind,
Right?
it is amazing. Look at that.
The creativity here is endless.
Now, Trinity, my question to you is, would you
Yes.
walk up to those people and shake their hands right now?
You know what, Josh? Absolutely not.
I was just curious. I just wonder.
You know, would you?
Oh, man. Well, look, back to the paraded hand.
Now,
Look
Josh,
at
what do
that.
you call that thing? I've definitely seen that thing before in
Dirt?
the past.
No, I don't know what that is. It looks like, I don't know what that, it's a name for it. Now,
Right.
that's a flamingo, right?
Yes,
Is that a
that is a
flamingo?
flamingo.
Oh, my goodness.
So we have animals and skeletons.
We
here.
have it all here, baby. We've got it all. Coming up is the Inter-American Magnet School, Familias en la Escuela. I hope I pronounced that correctly. My first language isn't so much Spanish, but I'm learning. I know more
Look, we
Arabic
even
than I do
have
English.
animals in the show.
Look at that. Is that a sheep? I have no clue. That's amazing.
That's a llama.
That's a llama?
That's a llama, Josh.
Oh my gosh. I know my animals. When I was younger, I aced my animal course. Look at that. There it is right there. You can see the abbreviations right there.
They're making their way on down with their lanterns.
And look at the children. They're having so much fun
They
tonight.
are. They really are. Everyone's having a good time.
They're
though,
enjoying
you know?
themselves. That's true. Everybody is. Having a great time on the Culture Mile.
This is definitely not the last Halloween gathering.
I don't think so.
This is the beginning to great things.
I don't think so.
Did she just blow us a kiss?
I think she did. I
Yeah.
think she blew you a kiss because you look better than I do tonight, but that's just my opinion. You talk about so much stuff happening in Chicago. You talk about just announced we're going to have a New Year's Eve party right by the Chicago River coming up in December.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming up later New Year's Eve, and it's going to be a new event, first time ever.
Not
But
too shabby.
we're having so many events that are coming to Chicago for the first time that you don't really hear about. Halloween gathering, what's that? Again, me coming into this, I'm not expecting too much of what's going to be seen. But now you look at it and say, how can it not be another year of this stuff, you know?
Absolutely.
Coming up is the Silent Theater.
So we won't be hearing much from them.
They are acting out, folks.
However, you can see a great show right here.
You can see a great show.
Yeah, they're beginning to dance.
You can see the pantomiming from here. You
Yeah.
won't hear him say a word, though. The coffins are walking, baby. They're pointing at you at home if you're watching. I hope you're watching in a pretty nicely lit room. And I hope you have somebody with you. Oh, man. Now, see that school bus right there is, if we could have another shot of that school bus, that's the one that I took going to school when I was little because I was, you know, I was quite challenged growing up.
Okay.
Oh, man.
A confessional from Josh.
That's it, yeah. It's going to be a lot of those tonight. We're here 2 hours, trust me. There's going to be a lot more of that. You can see the, look at that.
Buster.
The Buster Bus,
The
baby.
Buster Bus. Very cool. Now, was there anyone on the bus? Do you see anyone?
It looks eerie inside of there.
It does look eerie. Maybe it's like a haunted bus. Is it driving itself? I think so. It's driving itself.
Is it on autopilot?
Yeah.
They probably got a brick on the
Perhaps.
accelerator. We'll see.
Right.
All right, folks, coming up, you'll usually see the banners, but as the wind is continuing to blow off of Lake Michigan, it's very hard for that to happen. It's Prologue Inc. is coming up.
Prologue Inc.
You can see the float coming out being carried by that van.
Their float is pretty cool.
You can see the float, and hopefully we can have a close-up shot of what's attached to that window on that van as well. We can get some of our field crew down there just to give a little insight to the viewers on what this exactly is. You can take a look what's attached to it, though. It's awesome. It's awesome but eerie.
I see RIP. You know what? It almost looks like a graveyard. I think it is.
It is.
I think it is.
As cold
How
as it is
cool.
out here, that's my next stop. Oh, my goodness. Soon as that float comes by, the wind blows. Isn't that a little bit creepy?
It's a little bit creepy.
Oh, my goodness. Coming up, we've got the Hideout Chicago. Now, these are people dressing up as famous Chicagoans. Now, as a tour guide here in Chicago, I should know better. I should know who they're dressing up as. But, Trinity, do not put me on the spot and ask, because I may not know.
So,
But-
Josh, who's the person dressed up in
The suit?
yeah, the suit. Yeah,
I don't know.
wondering.
Alexander Graham Bell. I have no clue who that is,
Okay.
but I should go up and ask him. No, I don't know. Yeah. You can hear the sirens coming close. You can hear the music getting louder here. We are live just outside of Grant Park. If you're just joining us, Joshua Short alongside the gorgeous, the awesomely beautiful Trinity Brown.
I appreciate that, Josh.
I have to. I'm sorry. I have to. Just,
I so appreciate that.
I feel like I have to say it.
Yeah.
We're here on the Cultural Mile in Chicago, Illinois.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at these folks coming up. Now, what group is this, Josh?
Now, I can get a closer look because the wind isn't blowing. It says Chicago, maybe I can look at my notes here. Chicago Dia de los Niños.
De los Niños.
Mexican dance number they'll be performing called Los Viejitos. I don't know if I said that right at all. Do not hit my Twitter. Do not bash me because I could care less. I'm learning. But it looks
now
awesome.
Look at their costumes, Josh. Everything is so detailed.
Look at that.
And they're having a good time out here.
As you can see from their banner, they're sponsored by the CPS Network 7, Chicago Public Schools. I'm assuming that stands for, but we'll get that confirmed for you very soon. Look at that. That's awesome, isn't it? The wind is blowing
now
strong.
I want her skirt.
You want that skirt?
I want that
You know what,
skirt.
Trinity? You would rock that skirt right now. You should ask her for it.
I should. In fact, I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah. The mic is moving. She's getting out of here, folks. Look at that. Look at the kids. They're so excited,
waving.
Trinity.
I
That's what makes
know.
this so exciting being here, just seeing the kids.
Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, this almost is like reminding me of like Cinco de Mayo a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Definitely like the costumes and stuff.
And speaking
with
of
the
which,
makeup.
I just want to say our prayers. We send our condolences out to those who are in the path of Hurricane. What is it?
Patricia.
Patricia.
Absolutely.
Who just hit the west coast of Mexico, which is now the pathway is headed toward Texas and Houston and near that area. So we send our condolences to those people who are living there. We also send our condolences to those people who travel there as well. Just a quick side note for that.
Absolutely.
Look at that, having a ball, having the time of his life, baby. Look at him go.
Now look at this float, Josh.
That's a continuous flow to the same one. Now you can see it's, oh my goodness, attached
We
to a
have
Chevy
dancers.
Silverado. Got dancers on top of that bad boy. Look at her.
Right?
I wonder if that's her real hair. Now that's a question I have to ask her a little bit
The
later.
color
on.
looks amazing.
That
I think
color
so.
is awesome. You talk about the creativity of these people, just
Right?
from all walks of life, from every ethnic background. They come here and they show off.
And I love how so many children are like participating. And adults also, you
The
know?
adults are having the time of their life.
Absolutely.
My goodness. All right.
Dancers coming up next.
Now, Trinity, I'm about to test your music real quick.
Okay.
What instruments do you see on your screen?
Oh, now Josh. I don't see any instruments right now.
Oh, lucky you.
Lucky me.
you.
Got out of that one quick,
I don't know
right?
if it's trumpets. I don't know if it's horns. I don't know what I see there. They are playing. This is from DePaul University. They are joining us as well. We are not the only college that is here in this parade, sadly. But they are here as well. Students playing live music and dancing to jazz. A great genre of music that a lot of people are saying is going under, but I don't think so. I think it's just reviving itself here in Chicago, the home of blues, the home of jazz as well. Look at that. Now, if you had to pick any jazz musician, who would you pick? I answered the question for you because I know you don't listen to jazz, do you?
Absolutely.
There you go.
I
I
was
know.
going to say pass. All right, guys, coming up next, we have the Windy City Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
Who even knew that we had Ghostbusters here?
I'm going to need those in my apartment
cool.
complex. Yeah.
Right?
Look at that. They walk in full gear and lights
gear.
as a group of Ghostbusters. Now, from the movies, I don't know if you've seen the movies Ghostbusters. One of my childhood, I love that.
One of your favorites?
My favorites.
Yeah.
I love
Actually,
watching
I've never
those
even seen the movies, Josh.
You have to watch
I
the movies,
haven't.
but primarily because of the music. The music
Okay.
is just music. It's just amazing. It really is.
Who knew that Ghostbusters existed here?
Look at that.
So cool.
You can see the you can see the,
They even
the
have the
squad car
car,
from the movie. There you go.
right?
That's fantastic. Look at that. They love their job. Now, I don't know if anybody knows where we are stationed exactly. We're on Columbus Drive. Just to give you, if you're not here, of course, if you're viewing us on our website, we are right across the street from the Congress Hotel. We can see it in the backdrop. The reason
Absolutely.
I mention that is because that hotel is said to be haunted by ghosts.
Really?
So
I've
I think
never
it's
heard that before.
yeah, I think it's quite the opportunity that we have the Ghostbusters here at this exact time. Coming up is the Art Institute of Chicago, the #1 rated museum by TripAdvisor this past summer in the
Wow.
entire world. It is the second largest holder of French Impressionist paintings in the entire world. And there you can see right there. I don't know, is that Van Gogh? Is that Van Gogh? I don't know. People in the truck got to confirm that for me because I really think I know my art and I really don't. But anyway, there's an artist painting right there. Look at this, vintage right there. Vintage impressionist paintings at its finest, baby. The pitchfork.
Now, do you think these are like the original paintings, Josh, that they brought out, or perhaps replicas?
These are replicas, I'm pretty sure,
yeah.
because those bad boys are expensive. You damage those things.
Plus, it's kind of, raining a little bit.
Exactly,
You're
it's
right.
a light drizzle.
Okay.
But that's a great question. Look at that. Okay, so we're coming back here live.
Hey guys.
Again, great stuff so far, correct?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
This is only the first stage of a
Right?
2-hour event here in nighttime Chicago. I'm really excited about it.
I'm very excited. The fact that everybody is just participating, everybody is so festive. I absolutely love it. Look at them go.
Look at them. Now, they're from
wow.
the Brazilian Cultural Center of Chicago. Look at that. Look at that. They are dressed up and festive and ready to go.
They really are.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is just the beginning. That
You know
was
what?
A warm up.
A couple of years ago, they had the World Cup in Brazil, and I was glued to my TV, and that's when I learned so much about that area in specific. That's one of the places that I look to, hopefully, when I get famous one day, go there and spend the rest of my life. But I don't know. We'll figure that out.
And then perhaps you can learn to dance.
Hey,
there.
and learn
Yeah.
to dance. They can teach me so much stuff.
There you go.
Look at that. Oh, that's a wonderful shot right there. You can see the
Amazing
beautiful.
shot.
Look at. Did you see the face shot right there? So creative, so festive.
So festive.
Well choreographed from front to back. That's about 50 people in this group.
Oh,
Look at
wow.
that. Trinity, now I know why you're looking so hard. You want those leggings, don't you? I know you was looking kind of like, oh my goodness.
I was like,
wow.
Now
I
look
saw
at
you
this.
looking. Now coming up. Wow.
Now, is this their flow?
Yeah, now this
Or
thing
is this our next group? Is this the creative enablers?
Yeah, this is the next group, and this is, it looks like this thing is on fire, but it's not. It's neon lights under the SUV. It looks fantastic. We'll take another shot of that in just a moment.
I love all of the dancing.
I love all of the choreographing coming up to it, though. It tells you that a lot of people prepared for this event. It's nothing like no other. It's nothing like, oh, we're just going to brush it off.
Absolutely.
People really prepared for this
They
event.
did. I'm very impressed.
And you can't help but move when the music comes around. Like, you can't help but move just a
Right?
little bit. Oh, my God. Again, it's a safe event. We've got police walking on foot. We've got them in squad cars. We've got security cameras all around the entire parade route. It's a family-friendly event as well.
Absolutely. And it's kind of hard to find Halloween family-friendly events in the city, so
There you go.
it's nice that everyone can
Now you
participate.
That is a fantastic shot. Do you see the rain in the background?
I
My
see the
goodness.
smoke, which
You
is
see
so
the
cool,
smoke.
okay?
Hey, that looks like a nightclub right there. My
This
producers
is where
may,
the party is at, guys.
they may have to find another co-host because I'm on my way over there in a couple of minutes. They are turning up.
I'll cover for you, Josh.
Thank you so much.
Now, this is the creative enabler.
As you mentioned earlier, the creative enablers presented by the Genesis Art Supply. You got DJs, you got break dancers, you got body painting, you got people who are just eccentric and more. BURN, League of Mutants, and Mayhem coming up as well. Now, do you call that a curtain with lights? I don't know what you call that, but
Curtain
it's
with
fantastic.
lights. That would look really nice in my window.
Definitely.
Now, is that Little Miss Red Riding Hood? Is that her name? His jacket
You can
has
hear
lights
the PA,
on it.
yeah, look at that. And when you talk about, as he just said, the PA announcer talking about creators, the creativeness, the creativity of these people coming into this parade, showing what they can do. The creative mind is just amazing.
It really is.
You talk about this man, look at that.
Right?
Tin
Check
Man,
him
ladies
out.
and gentlemen, Tin Man is here.
Now,
and
is
ready
that
to
the
go.
Tin Man that is always on Michigan Avenue? Who,
You know what?
Break dances?
No, that's not.
Did he
the-
kind of like switch it up on us today?
It's funny because I gave him $2 the other day, but it's hilarious
Oh,
that you
okay.
mentioned that because he is the best.
He's
He's
a really
always
good dancer.
in front of the Wrigley Building just jamming.
Right?
Just jamming. Having a great, just a grand old time.
Well, I think he needs to upgrade his costume
Just a
because
little
that
bit.
one.
That's pretty
is
nice.
breathtaking.
I can look at my image in his entire blazer. Look like mirrors attached to that thing. Oh my goodness. Look at the costumes on this one right here. Look at this.
We're the Secret Gentlemen, and we're representing the Bold Urban Renaissance Network. Today, we are marching as the League of Mutants and Mayhem.
It's beautiful when you talk about the children, but this is just scary. I'm sorry.
Josh!
I'm sorry. That's scary right there. Did you
it's
see?
not scary.
Look at that. Did you? I don't
think
know
it's
if our
very
cameras can look at this.
creative.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. Do you see that thing running? Look at that. Oh my God.
That's a child.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a child. Did I say thing?
You
Excuse
did.
me. Whoops.
But what group is this, Josh?
Now, this is the Harold Washington College. Again, part of the City Colleges of Chicago. They are here as well. There it is right there, lower third. You can see it in its entirety. The Day of the Dead is the theme.
Ooh.
This kind of reminds me of the Grateful Dead. It was a big concert. Grateful Dead was this big rock group back in the day. They came here earlier
Back
this
in the
summer.
day, how old are you, Josh?
Hey, look, I'm a tour guide. I gotta know these things.
Okay.
I'm telling my age though. But it was the Grateful Dead came here and they sold out 3 nights in a row at Soldier Field. I've never seen so much smoke in my life, and it wasn't the smoke you're thinking about. It's the other smoke.
Oh,
but
okay.
anyways, that's what that reminded me of right there. An eerie look. You can also hear some of our crowd behind us screaming as well. They are having a jolly old time, Trinity. It's
They
fantastic to see. And the way that these people have their face painted, these participants knew they were coming here to have a party.
Now look at these bobbleheads. These are pretty cool.
All right, so our next float is coming up. Try pronouncing that 3 times straight. YOLO Cali Arts Reach. If you can zoom into that sign a little bit so the people at home can see what the banner is all about. I want to take a look at what that says because we don't have it in our notes here, but I'm just, oh my God, are those eyeballs we're looking at?
Are they? They almost look like human bobbleheads to me. They do, but they're really cool, right?
It's very creative, very. And again, some of this done by the people who are in these showings right there.
Or in these organizations, handmade.
Yeah, yeah.
I wonder how they made that. That's pretty cool.
Wow. Hey,
Wow.
there we go, baby. It is Columbia College Chicago. Largest
Represent,
private.
y'all.
There you go. There you go.
There's our people. Now is that Tin Man? Is he dancing?
I think he's grooving. I think he's turning up.
grooving. I see his shoulders kind of moving.
Now you know how eccentric we can get as a school.
Hey,
That is our school personified right there.
there
People
it is.
want to know, people coming who's watching at home talking about, I want to know what Columbia's like. That's how it is right there. All majors amalgamated into one. That is what you call Columbia, baby.
And
Turn up.
cheerleaders. Who
Oh,
even know
my
we had
goodness.
cheerleaders?
What do they call the Renegades? I don't know.
The Renegades?
I don't know.
I think so.
I think
so.
I'm making that up. I don't
No,
know.
I don't think you are.
Is that?
I think
Okay,
so,
okay.
yes.
Look at that. Hey. You know why they're moving so fast? They're cold. This is not part of the choreography. It was 2 times slower. It was 2 times slower.
It is getting pretty chilly
Look
out
at
here.
him. Look at him turning. Look at the umbrella. She wants to protect that hair. I understand you. I
Understandable.
understand. Oh, man. You were running out of here. You was trying to get another tint quick when you came. It was drizzling. And you was not trying to get that new hairdo messed up. I know.
Absolutely not.
Looks too beautiful for it to be rain, don't it? Hey.
Okay, now what instrument is that, Josh?
That looks like an oud. It looks like a Middle Eastern instrument, but I don't know. I don't know if that. It
Now
looks like
look
a
at
version.
Halloween at its finest. A Chicago Halloween by Justin Langenberg.
Mm.
Very nice.
Prince representing various parts of Chicago.
I love all the carved pumpkins.
Look at that.
And I wonder if there's candy in those.
You know what?
Yeah.
These are questions that I really want to get up and
Right?
find out
I think
about.
they need to make their way over here.
The Joffrey Ballet Community Engagement is coming up. Now, the Joffrey Ballet is located right off Randolph Street and State, right over the Walgreens. I know because I go to Walgreens all the time. And so there's the community engagement right there. You can see the lit up umbrellas. I wonder if they can give us one for free. There it is right there. Look at them.
Beautiful.
I don't know if we could take a look back at them. They were getting ready to do something fantastic. We've got ambulances coming up behind as well, Superior ambulances. Again, we hope everyone is safe during this event. We hope that everyone's safety is, that comes first.
Yo, straight rockin' it.
Now that was a clip of the Joffrey Ballet.
Fantastic stuff, Trinity, isn't it?
So talented.
Fantastic. Now, Roosevelt
Absolutely.
University is coming up next. And Roosevelt is right next door. It's like campus off campus, right next door to Columbia College.
Pretty much.
Roosevelt University. You can see it right there in its entirety. They also have on Halloween gear, but they have on masks that are very unorthodox, to say the least. And I need me one of those right there. I need me one of those bad boys.
They light up,
Yes.
which is pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, Roosevelt was one of my first choices I wanted to go to.
Really, what happened?
I said I don't like it, and I came to Columbia. But anyways, there
Good
you
choice.
go. There you go. I don't think I would have been exposed to opportunity. Wait a
Oh
minute.
my
We got the
God.
lowriders, baby. Oh, man. Look at that.
Now,
Wait,
this-
I don't think that's supposed to do that,
Yeah, I was going to ask you that.
though. I don't think it was created to lean on one side. I don't know. Look at that.
Now, these are pretty cool. Now, what group is this, Josh?
Oh, my God.
This can't be Roosevelt.
I don't. It couldn't be. I think it's the Masters of the Streets showcase. I need to call my
Very
cousin up and talk
nice.
about those. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that. Get the hydraulics going. Masters of the Streets it is, baby. The LED lights at the bottom. Oh, my goodness.
Imagine getting picked up for a date in one of those.
I was just about to say, you picture us riding in
Right?
one of them bad boys. Oh, my goodness. That's fantastic.
Those are so cool.
Oh, man. They usually have public showings throughout the city sometimes, suburbs as well, in different arenas, different lots as well. It's fantastic to see. Now look at the neon lights under that bad boy. Blue neon lights.
So
you see
cool.
the eyelashes? You see the eyelashes?
I see the eyelashes.
You see the eyelashes? Oh,
These
man.
guys are pimped out, right?
Now some of these people are, oh my goodness. Oh goodness.
Wow. It's almost like a roller coaster,
It
right?
really is. It
Yeah.
really is.
If you get car sick often, I do not suggest riding in one of these.
Oh! Oh,
That
look
is
at that.
crazy.
Oh man. You can tell they did this before.
Right, they're
They
chilling.
got kids in the
They
back.
have kids in the car.
And they don't have seatbelts.
They're
Oh, my-
chilling. They do this.
Where's the Chicago police when you need them?
Frequently.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, they look like they're about to do a show. I don't know if we can keep this shot right there, but they look like they're about to do something. I don't know. Look at that. Great shot from our field right there, from our cameraman. All right, coming up is the Chicago Park District.
Very nice.
Now you can see the Chicago Park District in the background. There's a person who's walking as if he were a part of the crown fountains that you see in Millennium Park with the
Yeah,
faces
yeah.
showing up, which I think that's pretty cool. There's the bean on the other side. Chicago Park District has a lot of stuff going on throughout the city, throughout the school year especially. It's kind of like an after school matters, but it's for the respective park districts. We have over 500 parks here in Chicago, so that's something to look at. And Millennium Park is just one of them.
And the fact that you can see the reflection in
Of
the
the
beam,
skyline.
that is so cool.
It's amazing.
So cool.
That's one of my favorite parts of downtown Chicago's Millennium Park. They have a new park, Maggie Daley Park, which is right down from Millennium Park, which
Now,
I
is
think
that
is
with the playground?
exactly,
Okay.
exactly with the rock climbing exhibit and what
Yeah.
have you. Again, we are rebuilding. We're like in a Renaissance period as a city, and so the creative mindset, you can see it making a turn here. Millennium Park was really the moment that Chicago got on the map for its wonderful showings when it comes to park and places that people can go and enjoy, especially during the summer times.
Oh, especially during the summer. Not so much the winter, right?
Exactly, not so. And well, you got the ice skating rink in Millennium Park, but you won't see me there because
Absolutely
I
not.
can't skate. I'm just
And it's
being
too
real.
cold.
I'm just being real
Yeah.
with you. I think we got a correction to make. I believe the floats before, when you saw the lowriders, that might have been the El Barrio Car Club, because I've been to one of those events before, and that's what I remember the name being.
With the lowriders.
The lowriders. I'm
Right.
pretty sure, but we'll get that confirmed from you, bring it to you as soon as we can. But I believe it's the El Barrio Car Club. But coming up, we all live here.
We do.
As follow us on Instagram, you can see their ad name there in moments. Ferris Bueller's Day Off remake is what this is.
Oh, I love that. And we have poems while you won't.
Look at that.
While you wait. Excuse me.
Poems while you wait?
While you wait.
Now,
yes.
are you a good poet? Would you say you can? I know you can read a good poet. If you want, you can.
I can read a poem, absolutely.
All right, okay.
Now, can I write one? That's
the
a different
question.
story. Yeah.
That's the question. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at this man. So cool.
We all live here.
Now, do you know what they're playing right now, Josh?
I don't know the name of this tune.
Okay.
I know one of my producers who are so eloquent and know everything. They can tell me in my ear, so I can sound a little bit more prepared. But that's fantastic. Look at that. They are turning up.
They really are. I love it.
And the guy with the Blackhawks jersey, he's my best friend. I'm a big sports fanatic, as you know. So seeing the
Of
Blackhawks
course.
right there is just, it brings me to tears.
Now, what do they have on the side of their float here?
It says we all live here. And again, I believe at the bottom under that, I don't know if we could take a shot of that as well at the bottom. We'll get word very soon.
Okay.
All right, so earlier today we had a lot of stuff going on campus, a lot of stuff going on as part of the preface to this event, I believe. We had a lot of events, including Jeffrey Ballo. You had the Chicago Orbit Theater. We had a lot of crew that went out and shot some things earlier today, and this is what we had to see. We're back live here on Columbus Drive.
Right across from the Congress Hotel.
Hyde Park School of Dance is coming up.
The Trinity Irish Dancers.
And you also have the Trinity Irish Dancers coming up
So
a little bit later
cool.
on. They'll be coming up soon. You'll see it very soon, but I had to bring it up because your name is Trinity. I thought
Yeah,
that was
we're
just-
affiliated.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Hyde Park School of Dance.org is the place to go to learn more about this group. As you can see in its entirety on your screen right there. A very enthused group tonight. You see a lot of groups that has this energy coming up as well.
The Trinity Irish Dancers. And a chicken. One chicken and a bunch of Irish dancers. And 2 chickens, please.
Hello, we are from the Hyde Park School of Dance.
And this is our first year doing the Halloween parade, and we're really excited.
We are doing a dance that is inspired by witches.
Alrighty, guys, we are back live. You saw those beautiful little girls who are part of the Hyde Park School of Dance.
Fantastic, right?
Right? Now, this group coming up next is
The Shakespeare Project of Chicago.
very nice.
You know, I could see it a
And
little bit
whatever
from the
they're
monitor, yeah.
waving, I absolutely love it.
Again, when you talk about creativity, this is it. Personified, folks. You can't get no
Absolutely.
more creative than this. This is why this parade, although it is the inaugural parade, it's one of the first parades that really expresses people from their creative side.
Absolutely.
And this
absolutely.
it's put on show here tonight. It's extravagant to see here in downtown on the Cultural Mile.
And you know, Josh, although Halloween is about like spooky, scary things,
Exactly.
it's also about creativity.
There you go.
And you
There
know,
you go. There you go. Being different.
Being different.
I told you earlier, we talked before we went live about, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But
But look at this float.
I saw a Kim Kardashian costume, but we'll talk about that later.
We'll
but
we'll see.
there's a beautiful float. Now that looked like another graveyard, maybe? I
It
don't know.
does, but this one is pretty cool.
This is something to see. We've got a package coming up about the Shakespeare group that you just saw, coming up in moments, folks. The Tricks at its finest.
That was the Shakespeare Company of Chicago, you all.
There it is. And coming up is the Wind Up, at Trinity.
Get it right, Josh.
I got to get it right. Trinity, I believe it says TrinityIrishDance.com is the site to go to learn more about this group, the Trinity Irish Dancers. Wind Up Doll Irish Dancers. Look at the kids. They're having some fun.
Look at these chicken costumes.
Oh, my goodness.
How cute.
Look at that. Look at that. They're having so much fun.
So much
She
fun.
knows exactly what she's doing,
She
too.
does.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I have a little Irish background. I don't know if you know
Do
about
you?
that. Yeah, I just
Okay.
had to bring that up. You
Yeah.
know, that's what the freckles come from on the nose. My great-grandparents would be proud. Look at that. She's having fun. Young cheerleader. Coming up is the Chicago Architects. You see it coming up in its entirety. Chicago Architecture and Design Guild.
We have dogs a part of this show right now.
Are you serious?
We do.
Oh
Don't you
my
see them
God.
walking there?
Oh,
with
man.
us? How cute.
That's fantastic. Look at their badges, they light up. Dressed up as
So
either
cool.
famous Chicago buildings or as buildings they designed. So you have stuff from, I don't know, Sears Tower. That's the Wrigley Building. You can see the Sears Tower on your right side. The Wrigley Building was given to us in 1923, and then another one was added on in 1924. And that's where the Wrigley Chewing Gum Company came from. And again,
Really?
this is stuff that I learned as a tour
Josh,
guide in
you are
Chicago.
full
I know.
of information.
You know, this
I
is the
can't. You're full of information.
this is the stuff that you learn as a tour guide. Other than that, I don't know too much of anything else. This is about buildings, you know? Now you got some fantastic stuff coming up as well. Now, a lot of these buildings were built from SOM, and why is the dog standing like that? I hope he's not doing his business. Oh, it's part of the, okay. All right, coming up, we've got, now you try to pronounce this, Trinity, because I don't know.
Now, Josh, Los Five Magnificos.
High five. Let's go.
Did I
That's
get
I'm
it?
talking. I
All
think
right.
you got it.
I think so, too.
I think you got it. Look at that. Latin Mexican dance rhythms at its finest. Back to those shots of the buildings right there. Thank you
how
so much
cool
for that
this
beautiful
is.
shot. You can see the Aeon Center in the background. You can see
Seriously,
the
the-
Britannica clock in the background, Hancock over there, the Trump Tower. Trump Tower is supposed to be the tallest building in Chicago, but after a couple of terrorist attacks that happened, Donald Trump, as you know, his controversial statements, he said, I'm not going to build a building that's going to be, and so anyways, it's
Right.
now the second tallest building. She just jumped off the SUV. That's what I'm talking about. Have no fear, baby. Look at that.
Now, what's she dressed up as?
You know what? Looks like Hawaiian inspired something. I don't know though.
It does.
I don't know. It's just,
Oh,
it's
okay.
different. Oh, voluptuous. Oh, man. We have a package on comedy sports coming up, and then we'll talk about them in full detail next.
Baseball. Baseball. Too soon, man.
at its finest.
Graffiti Royale.
This is fantastic to watch.
It's beautiful.
Neon colors protruding out of the exhibit, out of the float as well. Battle Royal theme. Chicago ladies in improvisational theater. Do you see yourself doing improv?
Absolutely not, Josh. My theater days are over.
There they're coming out. They're dressed up in white. I wonder what that's all about.
Yeah. And they have lights around their necks.
Look at that.
Maybe as they get closer, we'll be able to really pinpoint what they are.
They are having some fun, baby.
They are spray painting
They
each
are
other.
having some fun, baby. Look at that. They are spray painting each other.
So cool.
They're wearing white, so I hope they know we're not wearing white. So don't come too close to the stands.
Don't get the crowd, y'all.
Yeah,
Don't get the crowd.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right?
My goodness. They're having fun, though. It's all about fun here in Chicago.
Absolutely.
This time of year, you always hear about stuff going on in the summer. You always hear about the stuff going on in the south side of Chicago, west side of Chicago. Usually bad stuff, but you don't hear about stuff like this. And we have an event where you can show everything, where you can put it at the forefront and show that we are a creative bunch of people here in the Windy City. Coming up.
Well said.
Coming up is a Slow Roll Chicago. And they are all on bicycles.
Bicycles.
Okay. No tricycles, I see.
Slow Roll Chicago.
Slow
Now, what are they
roll.
about, Josh?
You know what? I'm not sure. It looks like they're. No, we're in the middle of a fitness revolution, so I don't know if this is just a.
The fitness revolution.
I don't know if this is just an example
Right?
of that. Oh, Star Wars, baby. Let's not even talk about that. I know I'm not a Star Wars fanatic, but I know there's a lot of people excited about the new Star Wars and the museum that's coming up near Soldier Field. The new movies is coming out of it.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we saw this float earlier, Josh, when they were on their way downtown. Well,
We saw parts of it,
parts
fragmented,
of it, yeah.
if you
Absolutely, yeah.
We saw parts of it. Now, I don't know if this is, with that float you just saw, I believe that was the Statue of Liberty?
Yes, the Statue of Liberty.
I don't know if that was part of the Young Chicago authors or not. It
I
may
don't
not
think
have been. You're right, it's not. It's the Inside Out Art Studio. Look at that.
Handmade, everyone.
For all
Liberty for all.
participants. You can see the flag. Look at that. You know what? I don't know if we can get a shot of that flag. That's something that a lot of people will be talking about. If we can please get a shot of that flag as soon as we can, that is amazing. We'll talk about the School of the Art Institute of Chicago in just a moment, SAIC, but that was pretty nice to look at. Coming up, you'll see it again in its entirety. I don't know if we can take another look at it. There it is, Inside Out Art Studio and Mass Shop. And as you can see right there, the subtitle, Democracy is for everyone.
I love it.
Great message. Now
Wonderful
coming up
message.
is the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, Trinity, and that's a school I didn't consider. Did you consider going to an art school other
I
than
did not.
Columbia?
I did not. Columbia was my only school. Now, the School of the Art Institute of Chicago is going to have 4 groups.
It's 4 groups mixed, and I think they have a Korean student group as well, right?
Very nice. Korean Association.
Okay, gotcha.
With Namaste and SC Choir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the choir for the School of the Art Institute of Chicago, right? Coming up. I think that's it on your screen right there. You got some creative people here, but you also got some musicians, I must say. It's nice to see.
They too are creative.
I'm just
We
realizing
have
that.
an array of artists here. It's amazing.
Now, when we saw this earlier, Trinity, we did not see it like this. We did not see it as a whole.
I think we just saw the head.
We saw the
which
head.
was a little bit creepy. It was. But it looked so cool put together.
We did not see this entirely at all, but it's wonderful to look at. Coming up, you're going to see Make Music Chicago. Spookapalooza? Is that what that says? Spookapalooza?
Spookapalooza.
Spookapalooza. It's coming up.
Let's add that to the dictionary.
We've got a new words that we learned here
Right?
tonight.
Spookapalooza.
Oh, my goodness.
I love it.
Tons of new words discovered on the set here tonight. We're live in Chicago. If you just joined us at frequencytv.com, we welcome you to the inaugural Halloween gathering on the Chicago Culture Mile. Joshua Short with you.
with Trinity Brown. We are located right on Columbus Drive across from the Congress Hotel. I think it's 430.
Yes,
Columbus
you got
Drive
it.
to be exact.
You got it. You got
South
it.
Columbus Drive.
Yes.
So come join us if you aren't already, or continue to tune in on frequencytv.com.
You have to join us. You have to, because Trinity has some ears on her that you, oh my goodness. My goodness, you don't see ears like this anywhere.
See ears.
You see it up close. I think she's wearing a Calvin Klein inspired piece. The girl that you saw on your screen, I saw Calvin letters. That's the only reason I
Calvin
just
Klein?
Yeah.
So we're getting pretty fashionable here,
I'm
hey?
just, yeah, I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see that. There it is. Make Music Chicago. Something that the people at home cannot see is the people walking on the pavement right now, on the sidewalks. They're all dressed up and festive, some with umbrellas. We had a light drizzle earlier. That has since ceased. We got people dressed up. We got people with face paint. We got people with the hats. They are decked out and ready to go here in Chicago. It's nice to see. Trinity, do you think they're cold?
Okay, if I'm cold, they're definitely cold.
Okay, I'm
It's
just
pretty
curious.
chilly out here, but there are tons of places where I'm pretty sure that you can get some hot chocolate
Oh,
or
man.
some coffee to keep you warm. These food trucks are out here.
I'm telling you right
Like
now,
crazy.
the temperatures are falling, but the tensions are rising. Do you hear the song they're playing? Ghostbusters. Oh, baby. Going back to the day now.
Going back?
I'm going back a little bit.
Now look at his costume. Oh,
Look at that.
So
Wait,
cool.
is that a hearse?
They are.
Oh, boy. I hope that's not an implicit message to me. I don't know if I said something I shouldn't have said earlier. I think it's when I called the child
They're
a
coming
thing.
to
I
get
think
you,
that's,
Josh.
yeah, I think that's what it is. Now, this is the
Those are the coolest hearse that I've ever seen.
very
though.
cool.
The
The
lights
hard-
on them,
neon lights.
right?
Oh, man. The Hardcore Hearse Club.
Oh, who knows something even existed?
The Hardcore Hearse Club, classic funeral vehicles, but in a hardcore style.
Okay.
I know my producers probably wants me to go in one of those horses.
You talk too much.
I tell you. Oh, man.
Very cool.
What you notice about all these things is you got a lot of vehicles here, but aren't your normal floats.
They're not.
That's what's different about this parade. I think that stands out with me. You got some floats. They're a little bit different than you would expect in a normal
Exactly.
parade that you will see in the metropolis that is Chicago.
Now we have the teddy bear coming out again.
I don't know what that thing is. I don't know if this is a continuation of the Hearst Club. I hope not,
Right.
because that's insinuating a bad message to the teddy bear fans out there. They got the pallbearers waving. Is that a cigarette in his hand? Oh, no, that's just the lighting. Okay, I'm about to say, this is the second cigarette I've seen today. I was about to say, my goodness. Now, technically, if you have a funeral car, isn't it the law that all cars move out the way, sort of like an
It
ambulance?
is.
So why
Yes.
is there going so slow? Move out the way, everybody. Jeez Louise. Coming up, oh, it's my favorite part of the night, the belly dance.
By Phaedra and Friends. Now, why is this your favorite part, Josh? Just curious.
We won't talk about that. But
Okay.
anyways, I'm very excited. No, you know what? I love different cultures. I had a chance to go overseas a long time ago. And when I first got exposed to belly dancers, what they come from, how they started, and how they evolved was so intriguing to me. It's humbling to see what they do, and it's practice. It's not easy stuff, you know. And then they got to work out, and they got to do all this. It's fantastic to see. There, you
There
can see it
they
right there.
are.
Belly dance by, you pronounce it perfect. I don't even want to say it.
By Phaedra and
Thank
Friends.
you, thank you. That's perfect. I could not say it.
Now, look at that thing.
Mm.
Now, I know that's not a person.
Don't be so
If so,
sure.
that's a very, very large
I'm about to
person.
say, don't be so sure. You never know. Might be Shaq under there. You never know who's joining us here today. Look at that.
Look
Yeah,
at
the
all
belly
lights
dancers.
on the
Hey.
belly dance costumes. I
Look at the
love it.
And I don't think they're like Christmas lights. If one goes
They're
out,
not.
all of them goes out. I think because I saw one bulb out just moments ago. So looks perfect though. Look at them. Well choreographed. All of these groups coming in today, they know what they're coming here for. They put on a show, and they do it with a smile. That's all you can ask for, really.
Absolutely.
Look at that. I don't know if that's a extenuated form of the burqa. It's like you have the burqa, you have other forms of the culture that you see in the Middle East as well. But that's the burqa, but that's it's a different form of it, which is pretty cool. Again, the creative side, you don't see that too often. You also have the hijab, but that looked like a burqa there, and then you saw like the ghostly featherings at the end of the arms, which is pretty cool.
Tribute by the Revolution Dance Crew.
Beautiful shot right there. They are having some fun. Now, Trinity, imagine belly dancing with a couple of pounds of lights on you. Could you do that?
Absolutely not. Josh, I can barely dance myself, so
Oh, I've
they're
seen you
doing
dance.
an
You can
amazing
turn
job.
up. You can turn up. I've seen you dance. I've seen you turn up.
So up next we have customers.
Yes,
with
customers.
the calls.
Oh my goodness.
I was going to say consumers, but customers.
Customers with the calls, dress up as superheroes, and they're dressing up as villains. Do you hear that music?
Is that Thriller?
It's Thriller, baby.
I was waiting for it.
I know you said it earlier. You
I was
called
waiting for it.
You called it. Look at look at that. Customers with a cause, folks.
I think they're about to break it down first, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Now, these are inspired, as I said earlier, by a lot of heroes, a lot of supervillains. Costumers, which is a very interesting name because when you look at these, you see like the girl on the left. I forgot what is the game called that you played back in the day? You gotta find it. That's what she looks like.
The game from back in the day.
I'm telling you, I'm telling my age. Look at that. For the folks at home, if you are not here, it's a very vibrant event.
Very
Again,
vibrant.
you don't see it too often when you have a parade, when you have people, someone owning their thing, ownership, taking ownership of
Absolutely.
what they do. It's personified here in great fashion. Now coming up is the Chicago Knights Robotics Group, performing in participatory dances, as you can see. They're slowing up a little bit.
Which means that you folks at home also must participate.
Of course. You must.
It's a must.
Now, Trinity, if I were you, I mean, we're very heavy on social media, and I don't know if the cameras can come back on us very soon, but I'm looking for a place to go party this Halloween. Do you have any advice for me?
You know what, Josh? I don't even know where the Halloween turn-up is this year, but I do say perhaps our audience should tweet us and let us know where the Shy Halloween turn-up is.
Maybe. Now, should they use a hashtag or should they mention us on our page at Frequency?
Both.
Okay, why not?
Yeah, Frequency TV.
That is the tell.
Hashtag Shy
Yes.
Halloween turn-up.
Let's do it. Shy Halloween turn-up. How should we spell turn-up for the people at home?
Turn-up?
Turn-up.
T-U-R-N-U-P?
T-U-R-N-U-P?
Yeah,
Okay.
turn-up.
Shy Halloween turn-up. That's
Now
the
look
hashtag
at
you
this,
should
Josh.
use.
They're
Look at that.
really breaking
Hey.
it down here.
Hey. Look at Michael. Look at
Right?
Michael go.
You see Michael?
Look at him go. He looked like he got a cramp in his left leg, but he's working it, baby. He's doing the best he can.
I think they have the dance down pat.
Hey.
I've seen this video tons of times.
Hey, I know,
It's perfect.
I know.
It's perfect.
Man.
I was waiting for it.
Can we get a close-up of
He's
that
lip
right there?
syncing with it too.
Get up. Get up. Hey. I'm finna start singing. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Josh.
I'm sorry. I can't do
You
it.
sing, I dance.
Get it, Trinity. I see you.
Thriller.
Hey.
Thriller.
Look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
He's making Michael proud right now.
That is fantastic. For those of you who don't know Michael Jackson, which I don't know what rock you're sleeping
Who
under.
doesn't know Michael Jackson?
The king of all pop. This is Thriller.
I wonder how long it took them to learn this dance.
That is something to watch.
I think I'm gonna go home and like practice the dance so next year I can like participate, you know?
Coming up, we've got some packages for you from some stuff that we shot earlier right here on campus. But until then, take a look at Thriller.
All right, you guys just checked out some packages from earlier's events today. Very nice. So up next we have
It does say environmental encroachment.
encroachment.
I've
Now,
not
what
heard
does
it.
that mean?
I know encroachment. There's a football play, but again, I'm a sports fan. You encroach something, you're crossing the line of something. But
Okay.
I don't know.
I think they're a funky marching band.
That might be.
Yeah.
That might be the right way to put it.
Okay.
Yeah, a funky marching band.
Funky marching band.
Look at that. Again, this is one of those events where you've never seen so many creative musicians as well.
Absolutely.
Look at that. And they're walking, they're running, they're jumping, yet playing simultaneously. Tells a lot about how much preparation they put into this event here tonight.
And they look extremely festive, including their instruments.
Look at that. Exactly, exactly. You got to deck yourself out, but the instruments too.
Absolutely.
You got to do both. We've got fire coming up. That's a great shot. And I don't know if we could take a look back at that shot. That was a terrific shot right there by our camera crew right in the middle of Columbus Drive.
Now that's the Captain Nemo's Flaming Carnival. Very nice.
You saw that flame. That's how you
I
knew
did,
what it was.
I did. It's like, I know what this one is.
It's a fire and smoke out of an organ. We'll be seeing that very shortly. But until then, take a look on your screen. Look at that, decked out and festive, all the instruments. Is that a crib? That's how you know. I'm sorry,
A crib, a stroller,
sorry.
perhaps?
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
I'm not a parent, thank God. That's fantastic.
Right?
You got kids here, and they're not even 1 year old. They're not
Not
12
even
months.
one.
They're not 11 months.
They're
probably
celebrating their first Halloween.
their
on
inaugural
the
Halloween.
first
And the first
Halloween
ever.
gathering.
It can't get cannot get much better than that.
Right?
You talk about the excitement leading up to this event, and now it's finally here. I don't see why it shouldn't return to Chicago for a second year straight. It'll be fantastic.
Absolutely.
Here is what you just mentioned, the Captain Nemo's Flaming Carnival. The flames ejected out of an organ. The organ pipes. Now those
Now, do you
flames
think
went
those
very
are
high.
real flames, Josh?
Yeah, I think
so?
they are, and
I
they're
think
going.
so, too.
They're going very close to those lights
Now,
up there.
hopefully they keep us a little bit warm as they drive past us.
Come over
That would
here.
be nice.
Come over
Yeah.
here. Oh
Very
man.
nice.
You talk about the people participating in it, but the things that they have to put into these floats is also time consuming as well.
Absolutely.
Correct? It's amazing. Have you ever been a spectator at a parade as a younger child or growing up? Have you ever been a part of one?
Absolutely.
What was your favorite parade that you've been to, and how does it differ from what you see here tonight? I'm curious.
Wonderful question, Josh. I think my favorite was when I had came to Chicago for my 16th birthday.
Okay.
To see the what is it,
It's a couple.
the Christmas parade, the Macy's.
Okay, the
parade.
Macy's Day Parade,
Yes,
yes.
and it was absolutely amazing. It was cold.
Yeah.
It was absolutely amazing.
And now you're from.
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Boo! No, I'm kidding. I love Cincinnati, actually.
Yeah, no, good
I
luck.
d-
Don't do that.
You should have saw the look she gave me. She was about to slap me, I'm telling you. It's fantastic.
Very nice.
I know it's just as cold there as it is here, though, correct?
Oh, absolutely not.
Nowhere near.
Now we have the Full Moon Jam.
It's a fire dancing and drumming, and oh goodness.
Alrighty, guys.
When you see it set up like this, you know it's about to be something spectacular, folks.
Right?
Take a look.
Now let's just keep our. Urban Dance Collective.
And they were performing right there in Millennium Park, right near, it looked like BP Pedestrian Bridge, right in front of Maggie Daly Park. Now coming up, we've got fire. Mom always told me don't play with fire, so I don't know if I should be excited. Never play with fire. This is Full Moon Jam.
Full Moon Jam.
Now this is full of fire.
And it almost looks as if that is like a dragon that's on fire.
A dragon of sorts.
Yeah.
Or some creature.
A creature, definitely a creature.
And it's interesting, you can tell the fire, but the fire is continuing to grow because the wind is picking up a little bit here.
And it's drizzling, and the fire is still going on.
There you go. That's it. Chicago weather at its finest.
Right?
Oh, my goodness.
Make up your mind.
Make up your mind, bipolar weather. Folks, we've got tons of stuff going on, including what you see on your screen, but what you don't see, as we mentioned earlier, and if you're just joining us, we've got street vendors here. We've got Chicago Cupcake on deck. We've got Juicy's here. We've got stuff across the street. We got a Robinson's rib joint. We've got we got tons of other stuff here. It's fantastic eateries, fantastic cuisine right here in Chicago. It's a great event to be a part of. If you're not here for it, if you're watching at home, you need to put this on your calendar for next year because I have a weird feeling they will be bringing this back. It's something to see when Chicago is putting on an event such as this. We're nearing the parade's end, but it's great to see fire before it ends, right?
Right?
You see the safety crew is coming up.
Look at these dancers.
Look
She's
at that.
a hula hoop with fire around it.
And she's a mummy. She's a mummy, wrapped up and ready to go. Oh, my goodness.
Now, this is definitely skills.
Look at that. We can keep that shot there. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Fire at its finest. Now, can you read that banner? Of course not, because the wind is blowing. It's the Windy City. Look at the fire there, lighting up Columbus Drive.
I think this is just crazy at the fact that she's hula hooping
Yeah,
with fire around.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. And we'll
Now,
see
Columbus
you
Drive, they
next
just cut off the traffic just right after 6 o'clock, which is when they started the event, or after 5:45 or so. Prior to the event starting, they cut it off, so now you can see all of this is Columbus Drive going north and south, but however, this is the direction they are walking toward the north end, toward Monroe Street, near the Art Institute of Chicago, near the school at least. You're going to need that heat in a couple of months, so conserve fire if you can. All right.
Absolutely.
Last but not least, Trinity.
We have the safety crew.
Oh, yeah, baby.
They are walkers with brooms and pans cleaning. Safety crew.
Hey,
I love it.
I love the safety crew, but sometimes I hate it when they're on the expressway. That means I got to go 45 instead of 65. But that's just, anyway, there's the safety crew right there, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a cleaning crew. They're not a part of the parade, but they're going to be cleaning up from what happened in this parade a little bit later on as well. But they'll be here. But this is the last float. The safety crew, you're going to see it in its entirety in moments. Look at, did you feel that heat?
I definitely just felt it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my
He's blowing fire, you
goodness.
guys.
He's drinking some sort of liquid and then, wow. He's too close for comfort, though. All right, get going. All right. Oh, man.
Alrighty, and we have the safety crew's float coming up.
Yeah, and they wear
Now, was
orange.
that a Hummer
That
pulling their float?
that is a Hummer, but I don't understand why they don't have a street cleaning truck. That would be perfect, right, for the safety?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Hummer's pretty cool, though.
I guess it's something different.
Yeah.
Unorthodox, I guess. Look at that. Now, throughout this event, you've seen some of the most, the litany of costumes is amazing. But this lady right here, she just said, let me get my boots, leggings, and leather jacket, and let's do this thing. Did you see her?
That's exactly what she said.
She woke up and said, I'm coming to this
She said,
parade.
dress up for what?
And I'm going to show it. Thank you. Looking
My
looking good in her
skills will
own
prove
way.
everything for me.
There you go. There you go. The safety crew. There it is, folks. It's a work zone. Don't intrude, camera people.
And they're on stilts.
They on stilts, making it look easy.
Very
Huh, Trinity?
impressive.
You know, I thought I was going to be that tall one day, but it didn't happen. There you can see in the backdrop, too, some of the street vendors there. This is right behind us. We're in the tent that's right on the corner of Columbus Drive and 430 South.
Yes, 430 South Columbus Drive.
Right near the Congress Hotel is in the backdrop.
And as you see, people are starting to leave.
People are departing this parade. It's been great, to say the least, but this is our last
amazing.
float. It's been a look at. Is that a mop?
It's a mop.
The confetti mop.
Mopping on stilts. I love
Oh
it.
man. Oh my goodness. It's great to see. Creativity, folks.
Very creative.
As we said from the get-go when we first kicked off the show, creativity at its finest. At its finest.
And I think it's been an amazing turnout.
Man. I want to take this moment to thank all of the producers. Oh, did you see that? He tripped. He tripped in the pothole. Yeah, our safety crew needs to feel that pothole before he trips.
There you go.
Just to thank our crew for a moment. Let me put it this way. The award-nominated Jackie Mary, our producer up there in the truck. We've got Edward Zorg as well. We've got tons of cameramen. The AD is up there, the editors, the field producers, those who help with the EVS. Everybody, we say thank you guys so much for participating. We're back live here.
We are.
Are you cold?
I'm freezing.
Hey, I want to thank our audio, too, because without them, we would not be heard, right?
Exactly.
What was your favorite part of this event, to say the least? What would you say?
I think the fire.
The fire?
Definitely the fire. That was so impressive. The fact that he was just like, blowing out fire out of his mouth. And, like,
I don't know what
fire.
that liquid
Very
was
cool.
he was drinking, but I would not recommend those who are a part of this health
Yeah,
revolution.
don't do it
to
at
drink
home.
There you go. That, I would say my favorite was also the food. Smelling the food go around this place.
I was going to say, Josh, you haven't eaten since you've been here.
I've eaten before, but I'm about to eat again. I bet you. I'm letting you know. Thank you so much for that shot. Right,
Robinson's #1 ribs.
I'm headed right there. As soon as this bad boy ends. Coffee and donuts as well. For those of you at home watching on frequencytv.com, we say thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a great event.
It's been amazing.
I'm hoping they can do it next year, though, right?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
This is such a cool festival, such a cool parade.
All the children who were here, we say thank you to the children who had fun. A lot of children who can't even say a word were here to celebrate their first ever Halloween. Trinity, it's been fantastic. You look gorgeous as always.
It's been amazing. Thank you, Josh. What a wonderful host.
Peep the ears, baby. Woo! Take a look at those ears. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much. I am Joshua Short.
And I am Trinity Brown. And thank you for tuning in to Frequency TV for the Halloween gathering.
For the Frequency TV crew, the audio crew, the staff in the truck, and for the rest of us, we say so long from the Windy City.